This Morning starts right now.
We have breaking details this morning. A meteor slams into Earth across seas. We're talking about hundreds of people hurt because of it. And a factory in ruins. We'll show you some of the amazing video we're seeing this morning. Also, we have new information in the Howagabadon investigation. WBTV has obtained warrants in the murdered pregnant teen's case, and it's shedding new light into what happened hours before she was killed.
And right now, some Carnival passengers who spent days on that stranded cruise ship are spending the night in hotel rooms. This morning, you're going to hear from some of those passengers as they got off the ship overnight. Al.
John, we have clear skies and cold conditions out here this morning. However, what we're looking at is dry conditions out there, and it'll stay that way during the day today. We've got a pretty nice one after we shake off the morning chill. We're below freezing just about our entire viewing area. 26 at Lake Norman, 32 right now, Highland Creek, 27 Myers Park. It's 28 in Mount Holly, 29 the University City area, and Waxhaw's at 28 as well. Out the door this morning, clear, calm, sunny conditions, but it's chilly. It'll be at 38 degrees at 8 o'clock. This afternoon, coming home from work and school, we'll see an increase in cloud cover, but it'll be breezy and warm. The warmest day this week, 62 degrees. Enjoy this because a very chilly forecast is here for the weekend. It may even involve a little bit of snow outside the mountains, perhaps even in the Piedmont. More on that in just a few minutes. 6 o'clock. Let's check in with Tanya.
Thanks, Al. He's talking about snow. Your first alert traffic sponsored by Toyota of North Charlotte. We also have a problem this morning that's been with us now for quite some time. It's over in the 4000 block of Sam Wilson Road near Wilkinson Boulevard. Now the road is closed actually at Wilkinson Boulevard and Old Dow Road. It's closed because the car went down an embankment. That means your alternate routes would be Morse Chapel, I-85 or I-485 to get around this. Try and avoid this area completely if it's a part of your morning commute. Let's switch now and look though on the interstates. This is I-85 and Freedom Drive. No problems to report on the major roads at this time. Christine and John will check back in with traffic and weather in less than 10 minutes.
It is 6:01 and breaking news from overnight. What is now being described as a 10-ton meteor slammed into Earth in Russia this morning, and 400 people are hurt, mostly from broken glass. We have multiple angles right after the meteor entered the Earth's atmosphere, but we've just got new video that shows the best perspective. Take a look at this video. This is from YouTube. You can see this car driving, and then out of nowhere, that flash in the sky there. Just look how quickly it moves across the horizon, and take a listen to what it sounded like when it hit. This is from a different angle. It literally sounds like an explosion going off there. Now, this is the damage it left behind to the factory it hit. And you can see, just take a look at all this rubble here and all the destruction. 3 people were seriously hurt. Most of the injuries to the 400 people were scrapes from glass because windows in the buildings there exploded. They're being treated in local hospitals there. Of course, we're continuing to follow this morning, and we're getting more information by the minute. CBS This Morning, of course, is going to have a full story on this coming up after our show at 7 a.m.
Wow, that video and sound was incredible. Thanks, John. Right now, many of the thousands of passengers who were stuck on the Carnival Triumph for days are spending the night in hotel rooms. That ship arrived in Mobile, Alabama late last night, and passengers started getting off the ship around 11:30. They were met with family who were so excited to see them, to say the least, and they were met by media as well. This morning, we're actually hearing from those passengers for the first time who were on the nightmare voyage for days. Listen.
I am hungry and in need of a hot shower. Like, that's all I want is a hot shower. We just try to keep each other's spirits high by just being goofy and have fun while we were aboard a porta potty, basically. Absolutely, we do not want to go sailing anytime soon.
Carnival CEO was also there to personally welcome back passengers and apologize. Some were appreciative of the apology. Charter buses were also at the port to take passengers to hotels. Well, new this morning, Union County school officials tell WBTV News some employees' personal information might have been compromised after a web server was hacked. Once they realized what happened, the web server was immediately shut down and disconnected. The school system is working with law enforcement officers now to find out just how serious the breach is. Letters went out to teachers notifying them of the hack. We'll keep you updated on this story as we get more information. John?
It is 6:03 and WBTV News has obtained search warrants in the Howagabadon case, shedding new light on the investigation. Of course, she's a pregnant teenager who was found shot to death in a park in North Charlotte back in July. WBTV's Esther Martinez joining us now live from our 24-hour newsroom, and I understand some critical clues, potentially critical clues, have been discovered here, Astrid.
That's right, John. Good morning. One search warrant shows that Gabadon was in contact with a 22-year-old man the day of the murder. And we're not identifying him because he hasn't been charged with a crime. In the warrant, witness statements and phone records, it shows that he was the last person to speak with Gabadon. Police say he was also a block away at the time of the killing. Her parents are pleading for someone to come forward with information.
Know somebody out there knows something and heard something, and we are asking them to come out and call the police department.
In another warrant, detectives mention a second man. According to the document, Gabadon told a cousin that the second man was the father of her unborn baby. Investigators also got access to Gabadon's Facebook and Google's account. A day before she died, she posted, "Sitting in this ER room praying that my unborn baby is okay." Again, police are still looking for her killer. Ashton Martinez, WBTV News, on your side.
We have new information this morning about the Olympic track star, Oscar Pistorius, who's now accused of killing his girlfriend, model Riva Steenkamp, in his home. We brought the studio's breaking news yesterday on WBTV News this morning. South African media is reporting this morning that Pistorius shot his girlfriend 4 times through a bathroom door. He broke down in tears this morning when he entered court about 4:30 our time. He has now been formally charged with premeditated murder.
Well, new from overnight, police tell us someone was shot near a club on Monroe Road in southeast Charlotte. Now, we understand someone was shot in the leg in a neighboring parking lot after the McBoney's bar closed down. We saw bullet casings on the ground when we got to the scene. The person was taken to the hospital but should be okay. Officers are trying to figure out exactly what happened. Well, a consumer alert this morning concerning Apple's iPhone, what hackers may be able to do with it because of a security flaw.
And millions of us love coffee, but now you may gonna love it even more for a whole other reason. Hear why some scientists say it can now help you lose weight. That's new for you at 6:45. Of course, WBTV on your side. You're watching WBTV News this morning.